Hey kids, welcome back to week 2 of spelling. I was very impressed with how hard you studied last week and how well you did on the final test compared to the pre-test. And we are back at it with a new group of spelling words. So please get out your word work notebook and get ready to set it up. Okay, so you will have your notebook set up like this. October 24th is the day of the pretest, and you are going to number it 1 through 20. If you need a second to do that, press pause. Otherwise, when you are ready, let's get started with the test. Okay, number 1, arrive. When you arrive each day, our routine is that you take all things out and put it on your desk before you go to your coat hooks. Some kids do not follow that routine when they arrive. Number 2, slope. A hill creates a slope. Slope. 3, growth. You have shown a lot of growth as readers already. Growth. Number 4, locate. Locate. When your desk is a mess, it can be hard to locate certain graphic organizers. Number 5, design. Design. On Friday, I asked many of you to design a math problem that we can hang up. 6, supply. Supply. It takes a lot to supply everything we need in a classroom. 7, chosen. Not everyone can be chosen for everything. Chosen. Number 8, type. Because we each have our own Chromebook, you will get a lot of practice and learn how to type. Type. 9, froze. It was very annoying because Adobe Spark froze many of your Chromebooks. Froze. 10, polite. We have done a great job of being polite to each other, but sometimes I think we could do a better job. Like if somebody's doing something we don't want them to do, oftentimes we go, "Hey, can you move out of my seat?" Instead, we could be more polite and say, "Would you mind moving, please, so I can sit here?" Polite. 11, spoken. I have spoken to some of you about your behavior during math time. Spoken. 12, deny. Deny. Oftentimes criminals will deny what they are charged with in a court of law. 13, describe. Your zoom in writing, you use details to describe your story. Describe. 14, silent. When you are all doing your independent reading, it is silent. 15, thrown. Thrown. I have thrown a lot of footballs in my life. 16, vote. You have to be 18 years old to vote. 17, president. Next week, our country will elect a new president. 18, candidate. There are actually several candidates to be president. However, only 2 have been allowed to participate in the debates. 19, democracy. Our system of government is called a democracy. Democracy. 20, election. We will be having an election to decide our next president. Okay, once you have finished the pretest, take the spelling list that is on your table and paste it into your notebook next to your pretest. Use the next few moments to correct yourself. If you have a word that is spelled incorrectly, please circle it. Like I have, now write each of your spelling words on an index card. The index cards are in your baggie. Also, you may put your initials on the back so you do not lose them. Pause this video and do that. Now that you have your cards written on an index card, you are going to sort them by the two main sounds you hear repeatedly. Now you'll notice on the list there are a group of stars. Those stars show you that under them, they don't follow the spelling patterns. So like democracy and election are not part of the patterns we're studying. They're just words you should know. So you're really just doing this sort with the other 16 words. Now take a second to put your words into the two major sounds that you hear. The two main sounds that I hear repeatedly are I and O, the long I sound and the long O sound. I did not put each word under these patterns because I want you to be able to think for yourself a little bit. So if this is different than what you did, pause the video and sort your words into the I and the O sounds. Now I want you to focus just on the I sounds, and you're going to sort the I cards. Now instead of sorting by sound, since they all have the I in it, you're going to be sorting by spelling. So pause this video and please sort your words that have the long I sound by their spelling. Okay, when I sort the I sound, I notice four major spellings here. I notice an I consonant E, an I G, a Y at the end, and then Y consonant E. Now again, you'll notice I didn't put all of the words that fall under these patterns because I wanted you to be able to think for yourself. So pause this video if you have something different than what I came up with, and put your cards in these sorts. Next, we are going to focus on the long E sound. So I would like you to pause the video and sort the cards that have the E sound in it. I apologize for the last slide. I realize I said long E sound and I meant long O. I was thinking about last week's video. Now when I sorted these cards by the O sound, I found these three major patterns. I find O consonant E, OW, and then this kind of wild card over here. I guess you could say it's like O consonant vowel. But it's almost, it looks like the O makes the O sound on its own, but you also saw it in polite. It's just that the O gets made long by a different vowel, not just E. So pause the video and make this sort if you didn't already. So you have completed the setup for our words this week. Now I want to say a little thing about why we study these words and what the point is. Yes, we are giving a test on Friday so you can see your progress throughout the week. But really the point of having these spelling words and doing this every week is so that you can study words. So you can start to be more aware of the patterns. Because our language can be difficult to spell because it makes the same sound in several different ways. And the more you are aware of those patterns, the better speller you will be. And also, it helps you when you read, because you will be able to decode complicated words. So that's really the point of this, is so that you can become a smarter speller, but also a smarter reader. And the only way to do that is to study words. It's the only way. So these videos are to guide you through activities to help you study, but the true work has to be done by you. You are the one who has to sort. You are the one who has to search for words and think about words. Even if you get 100% on the pretest, the point is to really think about patterns and think about other words that follow those patterns. Okay, good job, and I hope you enjoy the rest of DIP.